Hey guys, it's Karen and I've got another, I can't call this a recipe, it's just another idea for what you could have for lunch. And I wasn't going to do this, I thought that's a bit silly doing that, but actually I think it's good because I don't know about you, but I kind of struggle to know what to eat for lunch sometimes. And so I have got a spreadsheet, of course, you know me and my spreadsheet of ideas, and I'll look at it and go, oh yeah, I can have that, you know. So I think it might be useful for you guys. It's an idea of something you can have, and it's also an idea of a way to make things a little bit more low carb or higher protein. So basically all it is an assortment of kind of crackers and oat cakes and things to put on top of them, and ways, like I said, that you can make them more high protein. So I'm not even going to go right up to the counter in the kitchen. I'm just going to do it at the end of my dining table here, because Watson is in the back and I can just about keep my eye on him here. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is have a couple of oat cakes, and I use these Nairn cheese oat cakes. So I'm going to have a couple of those. They come in these little individual packets, so you could just have the whole packet. I did used to just take these to work, so that is quite good, but I'm only going to have 2 of those because they can be a little bit dry. And then I'm going to have some of these Ryvita Thins because they are gorgeous and low calorie, but you really have to be careful that you don't eat too many because they're very moreish. So they look like this, and these have already got some seeds on them, which is great. So I'm going to have about 4 of these. Okay, so on my oat cakes, I'm going to have a little bit of cream cheese, and I won't bother putting any butter on. So it's just light Philadelphia that I'm using. And I shall spread that over, and because it's cheesy already, that will just kind of add to the cheesy taste. Whoops, I've broken that one in half, never mind. Then to make that one a little bit lower carb, I'm going to sprinkle on some sesame seeds. So I'll just sprinkle those over it. You could also put some walnuts or anything like that on those oat cakes. Then I'm going to take 2 of these, and I'm going to put a little bit of butter on because that's just how I like to do it. And I use real butter, I use Lurpak. So I'm just going to put a scraping of butter on these. Just something for the cheese to stick to that I'm going to put on here. And on these ones I'm going to put some Edam cheese. So I have got Edam cheese from Asda. And Edam is, if you look at the low fat cheeses, Edam is about the same amount of calories and fat as the low fat ones. So I'm just going to put some of that along there. In fact, I could have split that other one, I think, a bit better. Then I'm going to take the other 2 and I'm going to put a bit of sun-packed sugar-free peanut butter on. And then I'm just going to take a few sunflower seeds and add them on top of those, that peanut butter one. Now, what you can do is you could put some chopped banana on top of the peanut butter. That would be really nice if you didn't want to put any more protein on, you know, because like not everybody wants to add in the calories that protein does. I do it, as I've said before, really for my blood sugar, but I have also done it sometimes where I have a little bit of banana, sliced banana on top, and that makes it, you get a little bit of fruit in it, and it makes it a little bit sweeter, and you could have that kind of as a dessert. And also you could put some cucumber on top of the cheese, but I was going to put some cucumber on it, but I just don't fancy it today. So this is going to be my lunch. So that lunch is about, so I've got 4 of these Ryvita things, and then I've got 2 oat cakes, I've got some cheese and some peanut butter on, and I've worked out it's about 350 to 400 calories. So that's quite a healthy amount of calories, but you can reduce that by not having any of the sunflower seeds or the sesame seeds, or you could just have a scraping of peanut butter, a scraping of butter. You know, you can kind of change this around any way you like, but it's worth thinking about this because it's easy to take to work as well. This, I would just put some of that peanut butter in a little tiny Tupperware pot that you can get from Lakeland or eBay or whatever, and then I'd put Philadelphia cheese in the other one, and then just wrap up a couple of the crackers. And it's an easy, quick lunch as well, and that is what I used to take to work. Like I said, my oat cakes, and that was my lunch. So I hope that was useful for you. A little bit silly, but like I said, maybe somebody will be like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, that's something I can have for lunch. I can actually see Watson, he's digging a hole and burying, it's an old agave bottle that I let him play with outside, and he absolutely loves it, and I've taken all the paper off and everything. It's the perfect toy, and he's actually burying it in the hole. It's so funny. I wish I'd have videoed it, but anyway, thank you so much for watching today, and I'll speak to you again soon.